We're playing the Crusaders expansion from Renegade Games. It's Divine Influence. We've heard rumors that it was stuck forever in warehouses somewhere. Right?
Already made.
Already made,
sitting on a dock in China.
We've been needing. I got to play it on PGA, but I got to be honest, playing it live is really where a game like this comes alive. So I'm looking forward to it. Just don't go through the rules. Just a quick overview. What does the expansion bring?
So the expansion changes the way influence works in the game, which is really the biggest change. You'll see there's some extra tiles on the board, and those are new influence locations. Instead of, in the base game, influence just gave you points. If you did the influence action and you had 3 power, you got 3 victory points. It was good, but it was kind of boring.
Right.
So now there are these influence tiles that you gain that still give you points for doing it, but also give you additional little bonuses. And then
so instead of getting the influence from your power,
correct.
You can choose to get this instead. Is that
no, that's the only option you have.
That's the only option.
Yeah,
okay.
You can't get influence just directly anymore.
Okay.
You have a special influence wedge, right?
Right.
But when you use the influence wedge, you're taking this token. What happens if there's no token there?
You can't do it.
Okay.
Or if you don't have enough power to take the token that's there, you can't do it.
Okay.
And then we have a new board full of buildings.
Talk about
4 new buildings that each do their own little special thing and can be built.
Oh, is that upside down?
No, that's correct. You just
That's
really
way over there.
zoomed in.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because we're used to being over there, I guess.
How's that?
There you go.
Yeah. Sorry.
So 4 new buildings that each have new effects, and they can be built in areas that already have buildings as long as it's specific buildings. So like the top row is keeps that can be built where castles have already been built, even other players' castles. So
Oh, that's sweet. And it also comes with some new knights, right?
yeah, there's I believe 4 new knights. They all use they all give bonuses based on the new mechanics. So I'm actually playing one of the new knights.
That's these guys, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
your special powers and variable abilities and stuff like that.
I am playing the Brothers of the Sword, and the unique thing is this one ties in with the expansion. Anytime I build one of these 4 types of buildings, I get to redistribute one of my wedges, which is kind of neat.
And I'm playing the Bailiwick of Brandenburg, who gets to influence from adjacent areas. So I think I'll probably be influencing quite a bit during the game. We'll see.
Talk about.
And I'm the Knights Tatanka, which means I can distribute left
Tatanka?
or say it again.
Teutonic.
Teutonic. That's what I said. I'm thinking of Netatanka.
Yep, the Teutonic Knights, basically the Germanic
Teutonic
tribes.
I think
Right,
Tatanka, that's Dance of Wolves, huh?
That's right. Yep.
Native American.
Anyways, we're gonna do some crusading, yeah.
Yep, that's right. We're ready for the Crusades. All right, so Bradley, I think you are the first player because
I am the first player.
The special first player.
Correct.
token.
I have the sword from
I was
the
pointing at
stone.
the other one, but
Oh no, I don't truck with that. I got a sword, man.
when you're at this table, we have a special first player marker. Well, go ahead, Bradley. What do you want to do?
I'm going to build as my first action, so I'm going to distribute there, and I'm going to build, shocker, a church, because I need that influence.
Yep, sure.
So the spot that I'm on gives me a bonus to, or a discount, I should say, to building churches. Actually, if you lay them flat, it looks
It'll be
better on
easier?
the camera.
Okay.
Yeah. The spot I'm in particularly gives me a bonus to, or a discount to building churches. So that's why
And
I
you
did
needed
that.
just 1 on the wedge. No, you needed 3 on the wedge, but you had a
discount of 1,
discount,
so I only
right.
need 2.
Yep.
And I get a victory point for doing that because I built a building, which apparently the church really likes.
They like
Because that's a level 1 building.
You're correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
So anytime we see these banners, we're talking
Yep.
about victory points here.
Yeah, anything in a hexagon is what it costs. Anything in a banner is what you get, basically. And then it unlocks special bonus.
And you said we have a certain set number of victory points
Yeah.
that we're going to consume, just like in Oceans or any of these other games.
Right.
Where you have but we can continue to gain them. We're just going to stop right before you or at you.
We're going to stop at BJ.
So we
Right.
all have equal number of turns to play.
Yeah, we're going to go till the victory points run out, and then in the rounds, everybody has the equal number of turns.
And even when
Right.
we do that, we can still dive in there and get more
Yeah.
influence.
Yeah,
points.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that
just
is
like
nice.
But that's your
Yeah.
turn, Adam, there.
Oh yeah, sure. I wanted to build also. I wanted to build an action that lets me build some more.
Okay, so for 2,
So
based on your starting position, you can either build a bank or a church.
I'm going to build the bank.
So the bank will give you a +1 build for the rest of the game. So
Right.
you really want to be building stuff now.
Yeah, that's the idea. And I'm going to, instead of going clockwise, like we said, I'm going to go counterclockwise,
Yep.
which adds to my travel and to my influence.
Yep.
All right.
You good?
What I did is I took the build, because my build is -1 also, and that means I can build the church, which is 1 point. I want to build the church. So I didn't have to build the church to get the keeps, but I wanted to get the church so I can get that extra knight.
All right.
Now, when I move with 2 knights, I can split the movement up, or they
Correct.
both get the same movement?
No, you have to split it up.
So,
Oh, thank you.
And move is really the most straightforward thing. It's just 1 for 1, basically. Okay, so I got my handy dandy little cheat sheet.
he's got a
out
cheat
here.
sheet over here in the corner.
It's the same as this. It's just,
Right.
Right.
It's just the same problem I had, which is, what's that number over there, BJ?
Well, man, you're asking the wrong guy. Tired eyes here. If you had asked me at 5 in the morning, I can tell you that.
Okay,
ahead.
so as my second action, I'm going to muster. My muster is worth 3.
The yellow mustard?
That's right. Dijon muster.
Or Dijon, okay.
And
Dijon
that lets me flip over. I've now trained a knight that will fight along with me, or not a knight, probably like a squire or something. But he gives me extra combat. That'll be nice for the rest of the game.
Very good.
And on the back of those, it does give you a victory point, right?
Yes.
And that's immediate?
Basically, everything you do in this game gives you.
Yeah,
victory
talk
points.
about.
Except for travel, looks like.
Yeah. Well, travel's the redheaded
It's
stepchild.
experience. You get experience instead of victory points. You get the experience of traveling around. What you thinking, Adam?
I think I'm going to travel, I guess, because I really can't influence that. That area I'm in right now requires a 6 influence
Correct.
to influence.
It would take you kind of a while to get there.
So I'm going to travel instead.
And do keep in mind, you can take an action just to upgrade wedges if you want more variability.
But
What you
I
can
think
do.
it's good enough for me to travel. We'll travel by hexes, right?
Correct.
Right. Currently, right now, because I went counterclockwise, to travel at the bottom of my list of wedges is a travel, and I had 3 hexes there, or 3 power there, so I can move 1, 2,
You get 3 movement?
3. Yeah. Well, I went the other way.
yeah.
Which is my special power, which is to, instead of
Sure.
normally you have to go clockwise, but I did this wedge here, and right down there at the bottom wedge is a travel action. So I have 3 now for that action. So I have 3 travel. I'm going to travel there. I am also going to, because I want to place into my build to eventually build there. It looks like I'm also going to have to defeat that guy. Right now his power is 3, so I'm going to have to keep that in mind. There's a lot going on here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And muster is the action that we use to gain power in our armies. So I'm going to travel and I'm going to move clockwise with those actions to go back to my build, my muster, and my travel.
Okay, BJ?
That was me. And I get no victory point, we're just traveling.
I think I'm going to muster. And I've redistributed already. And that means I flip this over, right?
Correct.
And get 1 victory
Get
point,
1
right?
victory point.
Thank you.
Do we need 1?
Is that a 1 victory point over there?
No, that's a 5, so I should have 2.
That's like.
What are you even looking
Wow.
at? I'm already winning.
BJ's doing real good, real quick.
That is one way of winning, is taking the wrong victory point.
That
well,
is-
sure.
that is a way to do it.
Well, you know what? You win. Okay, let's play the next game.
Just keep doing the 5s and 10s.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to influence, but I'm going to use my ability. I have an influence of 4. Instead of gaining the influence tile where I am, I'm going to gain the influence tile to the northwest of where my purple guy is.
Okay. So that's here.
Correct.
And does this flip over?
No,
Or
I
goes
get it.
to you. Okay.
So this influence tile I can use once a game, and it gives me +1 to an influence action that I just took. And because I influenced, I get 2 victory points for that one. All right, Adam, where you at?
I'm going to influence the tile I'm in right now.
Okay.
It requires a 3.
I'm sorry, BJ, put that shield there as well, saying that I've influenced that area. That just gives, it's a discount on movement.
Oh, it does? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
When you move from there, or when you move
When
to
you
or-
leave.
Okay, when you leave.
Yeah.
Great.
I'll never use that one, but it's there.
So
It's
I'm-
only affecting you, though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I have a strength of 3 in my influence, and so I will be influencing. I'm going to move those clockwise, which gives me lots of muster power.
Okay. So go ahead and gain the tile.
Gaining the tile gains me 1 victory point because
Yep.
it has a little 1 flag on it,
And it has an immediate effect.
and the
which
immediate effect is an upgrade.
Upgrade a tile. So you get to flip one of your wedges over. And also
Do I
just,
also get to distribute
No.
as part of that? No. So it's just that.
yeah.
So I will. Oh, and I should put one of these
Yep.
to mark that I've influenced that area.
Because now when you leave, it's not going to cost you any movement.
Great.
Well, actually, it'll cost you one because there's a guy there. But
Fair
yeah.
enough. I will influence my top, or I will upgrade my top travel action.
Okay. And go ahead and flip that influence tile over just so we know you've used it. Not
Thank you.
that's really important.
I'm traveling. I have 4 travel movements. I'm going to go to this one here, and I'm going to come to this one here.
Okay.
And that's all I get to do, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Would you, if you don't mind,
Nope.
travel me to the right to that Saracen? One more.
There it is.
There you go.
Saracen right here. Okay, got it.
Is that the one I want?
There's also one here, but that's
Ooh,
3
there's
travel.
one up
doors.
top as well.
Oh, yeah, there's one up there too.
Let me see what that influence tile is. I
It's
may
got
want
like
that
a
one.
key-looking thing on it. Keyhole-looking thing.
Oh, that's a +1 Crusade.
Okay.
But I could influence.
It's got +1 crusade and a point.
Yeah. Oh, the keyhole thing is the muster action.
Muster,
So when you
okay.
defeat that, when you defeat Saracens, you can get victory points, or you can get the
One of these
building
opponents.
that is, or the action that's listed on them.
Right.
Yeah, just go ahead and move me to the castle.
Nope.
Sorry.
To here.
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm done.
Back to Adam.
I will be doing a muster action. I have a strength, a power of 4, but my my leftmost one is only 3. So,
Correct.
But I do get that. I gain 1 victory point for doing that.
Yep.
And I get to leave that. Sorry, and I get to redistribute these 4.
This one says upgrade, so I get a free upgrade whenever I influence it?
Yes, but it's only upgrade. It's not distribute as well.
Right. That's fine. I think that's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to influence that tile here. So I take the tile,
Yep.
I get a victory point.
Yep. You
Put one of
upgrade a
these
wedge. Yep. Put one of those
Here.
there.
Okay, got it.
Upgrade a wedge, and then flip the influence tile over, just so we know you've used it.
Yeah. Upgrade whichever wedge I want.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I got to go my
Let me
4
see.
here.
My action is just going to be the upgrade. So I'm going to upgrade one of my tiles. I think I will upgrade my muster tile. So now I can either muster or influence from it. But I'm going to distribute from my travel tile because I don't need that much travel. Okay. And Adam, you can go.
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm going to do a crusade where I am.
Okay.
Crusading against which ones did you call
Those are the Prussians.
The Prussians. I have a crusade strength of 3 + 1 because of the muster I did earlier, which
Yep.
is 4, but all I needed was the 3.
Yep.
But I will gain 3 victory points, as I understand, for doing that.
Correct.
Great. So there's a 5.
You also get the tile because, or the
I'll get this icon.
piece on the board, right? Because that does count towards in-game majority.
Okay, great. And then I will distribute that tile, and we can go to BJ while I figure out
Yep.
how I'm going to do that.
What you got, BJ?
I have to have at least one to beat something, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. I gotta be. Let's see. So if I spin all 4 of my movement. Oh wait, this gives me an extra. What is it?
It decreases your
Decrease my
movement
movement.
cost by 1. So leaving that space costs you nothing.
Oh, I thought it was reducing my ability to move.
No. It
Okay.
improves your ability to move.
So for instance, if I have 4 movement, I could
Right.
actually move 5 spaces.
Basically, but that considers that you're not moving out of a space with an enemy in it. You have to
Okay.
take that into account as well.
Yeah.
The cost of everything in this game is leaving the space. It's not entering the space. So you pay to leave the space.
Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out if I can get all the way over here and still crusade, but I don't think so because I only have 4 tokens, and I
It would
can't
cost you 4 to get them.
Yeah, it would cost me all 4. Oh, okay. And there's nothing I can crusade from here.
Correct.
Okay. Instead of that, I think I'm going to distribute then. I'm sorry, I'm going to upgrade the. I want to upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade the build one, but I'm not going to distribute that one. I'm going to distribute this one instead. All right, I'm done.
Okay. I'm going to crusade where I'm at. So I will defeat that Saracen. And for defeating the Saracen, I'm not going to take the points. Instead, I'm going to build my castle there, which also puts another knight there.
Right here?
Oh, right.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, and I'm done.
I'm going to take a build action. I have a 4 strength there, but I also unlocked the bank earlier, which gives me a +1. So that's a total of 5, which allows me to unlock another bank.
Yep.
How much do you need to defeat the Prussians over there?
Is worth 2 victory
Currently
points.
4.
And I only have,
I don't know.
that would be just this here?
Plus any power you have on the action.
I gotta get over there. Yeah, not doing this
So you
right.
built? Okay.
Yes.
PJ, is your turn.
Yep, I'm going to build over here. And it's a +1 to build. Oh, that's the influence, sorry. No, that's the influence. Yep. Okay, so it's a -1 to the banks. So I'm gonna build a bank here for a -1. So that first one is a 3, that means it's only 2. That leaves me still with 1 influence, but there's nothing for me to influence. It's a 6 over here, right? That says 6 right there. So there's nothing to just take a 1 point like we used to do?
No.
Okay. All right, so that is what I'm gonna do then. I built the bank, which gives me a victory point. And then I redistribute this, okay?
Done?
Done. Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to influence. I have a bonus of 1 because I have a church out. I'm going to influence the area to the northeast of where my knight is. If somebody could grab that tile for me, it should be a 3 cost one.
That one?
Yeah, the influence tile.
Yep.
That's it.
It's the +1 build one?
Yep. Okay. So that gives me 1 victory point. And I'm done.
Did you use the action yet? No? Oh,
No, I haven't used either one.
okay, got you. So those are one shots, so once
Yes.
you use them, you flip them.
Exactly.
Right, good. I believe I want to either travel. I believe I want to travel now. I can't quite build what I want to build. I guess I could. No, I'm already on. Oh yeah, I forgot because you could use this new board to build where you are.
What does all this
Right.
mean then?
It means if you build a bank there, it costs 1 less.
Okay,
And if you build a church there, you get +1 victory point.
got it.
I'm actually going to use a travel action with a strength of 3 to move just 1 space, I believe.
Okay.
I'll go backwards on that one. 1, 2, 3.
I am going to.
We'll let BJ go next.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right.
All right, I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna travel to here. And to there. Okay, I'm done.
Good. I'm going to upgrade. So all my turn is just going to be flipping this over and then distributing this travel 1 down here. And I'm done.
I'm going to crusade where I am against the Slavs. I have a crusade power of 2, but because I mustered earlier, that gives me a total of 3 against, and it's just the first time anyone's crusaded against them, right?
Yes.
So that's
Yep.
3 victory points. There's a 2, there's a 5. I think that does it for me.
Okay.
Oh, well, I have to
Yeah.
redistribute these.
I'm gonna upgrade. Got it?
Okay. So I am going to build and influence where I currently am.
Okay.
So
So you could build keep there.
Correct. So I'm going to spend 3 to build the keep and distribute those, which gives me a troop. I'll go ahead and flip that over. It also gives me a victory point. And then I'm going to influence. My influence is currently 3, 4. And let me see where I'm at currently. I'm on that spot. So I will take, that one's already gone. I will take the muster action influence that is directly above me, to the north of me. Yes. That costs me my 3, gives me a victory point, and puts a shield there. Actually, would you also put a... No, I didn't do that. The one above me.
Oh, sorry,
Not
that's
that
right.
one. Okay. That is my action.
I think I'm going to build another bank where I am. The bank, the 3rd level bank costs 7. I have 6 strength, but I also have +2 build power because I have the other 2 banks.
Yep.
So it's easily done. What does this down here say?
It would give you a bonus if you built a farm or a castle there.
No, so should I do that instead?
I mean, not if you want the bank. I mean, getting out of tier 3
What does the
bank is-
bonus there say?
It just costs 1 less.
Oh, it just costs 1 less.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Meh. We'll do that.
Okay. So
All right.
that will
So
use...
It's gonna be a permanent bank, and that's gonna be the 6. That's gonna, well, I'm gonna use. Oh, right. That's right. I needed 6 plus 1 plus 2, so I only needed 5 to do that.
Well, you use all of them, regardless of
I know,
whether
but
you need them.
But I have that upgraded.
Gotcha.
So I can move 1 for travel,
Yes.
which is what I wanted to do. So I could travel here.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then distribute your tiles and...
Do I want to travel there? Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm going to influence this one. 1, 2, 3. That gives me a point, but it also lets me distribute one of my wedges. I'm
Correct.
assuming? Okay.
Okay. I am going to muster and influence. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to spend one of my +1s that I've been saving to get a bonus to my muster. And then my influence is going to be 1, 2, and I'll spend this one for a 3 and a 4. So there should be, there should be a build to the northwest of where I currently am. Build token? The northwest. That would be east.
Oh, yeah, northwest. You got build plus 1
Yes,
build.
that one. So I'm going to take that one for my influence action. So I mustered,
We have a
which
purple
is...
shield.
Oh, yes. I mustered this one, which is 3 victory points. And then I influenced this one, which is 2 victory points. Okay?
I'm going to build one of these things where I am, which costs 1 less. So I have 1 that I can place to the build from my top one. I'm using the same wedge, but I had 6 there. So no matter how you slice or dice it, I'm going to get 1 back there again.
Sure.
And then the build is 1 plus 3, and it's even cheaper to build there. But anyways, I've got everything I need to build that. That's, I guess what I'm trying to say. I'm going to move that over here to the muster, which I can do because I don't need to do it there. And move it to the Crusade instead. And I'll gain 1 victory point for building that level 1 garrison building. Okay.
Yep. I'm going to muster. So I'll flip this over. That's 2 more victory points.
Yep.
Okay.
I think I'm going to build a windmill where I am, which is kind of cool. And if I build a windmill where I am, I get to.
Oh, the problem with this game is that you have to think like 2 or 3 moves
Oh, yeah,
ahead.
absolutely.
And I always forget what I'm supposed to be doing
I
there.
got a 1 build, but I have a build power of +3 right now. So I'm going to build the windmill where I am with this
Plus 1
garrison.
build.
That's gonna that is going to get me 1 victory point for doing that. And then it allows me to remove a level 1 building like this castle here. I will go ahead and place another dude right there because of that.
You can remove that that building bonus tile if you want, just to make more room in the hex, because
Oh, you mean this right here?
Yeah, you've already built there, so
Gotcha.
it doesn't really matter.
So this one is -1 for either one of them?
Correct.
Is that what we're saying? Okay.
And all of those build bonuses only apply to the standard buildings.
Sure,
None of them apply to the secondary buildings.
That's okay. I have 3 build because I have the -1 build. Now this one, does this one apply to these? Or this one doesn't apply?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
one does, just
Yeah.
not that stuff. Okay. I'm going to build where I am. I want to build the influence. Yep. Build the influence here.
Okay.
Is it? I didn't have to build with the -1. That's
Correct.
fine. Okay. And I had 3. So
Then
I'm
you're
good.
done?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna crusade where I am and defeat that Slav.
Just 4.
Yep.
4.
Thank you. And that is my turn.
I'm going to muster. I have a strength of 3 there, but a +1 muster because I built that garrison or whatever you want to call it earlier. So that's a level 2 guy, which gives me 2 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 10.
All right. So
Let's see that.
I'm going to build here. I need a 4 to do that. I have 4, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And that's another 2 victory points. And I forgot to give myself the victory point last time, so I got it. And that's 5, so I'll turn that in for 10. Gotta make change sometimes, Adam.
Roger, roger.
Don't forget.
Yep. Since we have these fancy
Now I've got a
builds
+2
on
influence. Now I can do some stuff here. Yep. And I've got most of my board. I always upgrade too fast, though. I
that
think I
right?
think there's a balancing act to when you want to upgrade. You know.
Can you tell
So
me
if you notice,
that,
he only upgrades 1 or 2 of his. Where I'm,
that influence that's below that guy?
Yep.
How much is it? 3 or 4?
5.
It's a 5. Okay.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Okay, so I'm going to build and influence. I'm going to build. There's no build token there. I'll build where this guy is up top. I'm going to flip both of those to spend them.
Oh, you spin them by flipping
Right.
them, and that's it. They're done.
That they're gone, and I'm going to build
Okay, so I need to
a
flip these. Then.
church there. That gives me.
Where do you want it?
The top one. That gives me 2 VP.
Here.
Yes. There's no bonus there, but that's what I want. And that costs
It gives
me-
you 2 VP if you build the bank, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
And you built the church.
Right. I mean, I still get.
Oh,
the
you get the 2 VP for the thing. You don't get
It's
the
just
bonus,
bonus.
VP. That's right. That
And then
makes
I'll
sense.
influence, and my influence is currently 4. So I can influence. Where am I at? This is a.
This one is a
So
5.
yeah, it looks like the 1s are 3, the
This one's
2s
a
are
5?
4, and the 3s are
Yeah,
5.
you're surrounded by
Okay,
stuck ones.
So the 1s are 3, 2s are
Oh, yeah, good point.
And the-
Because it's probably easier for you to see the 3s.
yeah, you can see
Well, I
the
will take
Roman numerals.
the
easier.
4. No, up by this guy up
Okay.
here, down to his right.
That's a 3,
Oh, that's his power.
and that's a 4. Which one do you want?
That's a 4 crusade, right? I want this 4 muster.
4 mustard? Right
Yes.
here. Got it.
Okay, and that gives me 2 VP. Okay, my turn is done.
So these are one-time only bonuses then?
That one is a permanent because
Oh.
it has the infinity symbol on it.
Oh, I see it. Oh,
The
that's
ones
tiny.
that the ones that cost 6 are permanent bonuses. The ones that cost either 3 or 4 are one-time bonuses.
I'm
Permanent
gonna
bonus. I like
Crusade
the sound
against
of
the
that.
Slavs.
Okay.
Right now they're at 5, and I have a 3 power in my crusade, but also have 2 unlocked, so it's a total of 5.
Yep.
I'm going to influence this crusade one.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Do I have to take off? I have to take off from the board when I do that.
Correct.
I
Yeah,
can't
you have
do
to be
that.
at a spot where that tile
Sorry, I
is.
cannot do that.
Okay.
And that gives me 4 victory points?
So
I'm just curious.
I'm just getting influence instead.
Okay.
Take this one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Put my shield where I just influenced, please.
Right here.
Yeah. I always forget that rule.
You know, I did not do that either. So I got to do that.
That were 2 victory points.
Where's the other one I did?
2.
Here.
And then that's what I did. BJ, go ahead.
All right, I'm done. I'm going to get the 4 victory points. I spent the 6 because I have the 2 influence bonus, and I get 4 victory points.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm going to influence where my southern knight is for 7. And
Yep.
if you would give me the one to the northwest of him. Yep.
So that'll be that one.
And take that.
And that is one of those that you love. That's going to give you a
It's
in-game
a-
bonus, right?
It's an extra point for every influence tile I have at the
You
end of the
worked
game.
hard to get that one. That's an expensive one.
I'm
That
gonna
is an expensive one.
upgrade my mustard tile.
Okay. And you can also distribute for free if you
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah. I figured out if I want to do that yet. I will. I'll distribute this travel down here. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I need one more. My +1 build will help me over here, right? It will help me here.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And now I have 3 Crusades. Well. And what is it to crusade against the Saracens? Yeah, I'm not there
Saracens
yet.
are
Okay.
always 6.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. Okay. I am going to travel then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I get extra travel anywhere? I don't think so. Hey.
I'm leaving Papa to go home
All right. We'll see you later.
later.
Bye. Good night.
You done?
Yeah, I know you are.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to upgrade. So my turn will just be upgrading this tile and then distributing a different tile.
I was looking to see if I can, because it's +1 travel, right?
You
So
put
I
them
can
up for me?
move Up to 3.
Okay.
Yeah, technically it's -1 travel, but yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So I can move this guy, if I leave 2 there and place 1 in build for the 3 strength of my travel build
Yep.
action, I can travel up to 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, I think.
So that, because you moved out of 2 spaces that you have a shield on, that actually only cost you 2 movement.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm sorry, it only cost you 1 movement. Because to leave the space you were in cost you 0. To leave that space cost you 1.
One.
To leave that space cost you 0.
And then 2.
No.
So no, I got you. I got you. Sorry. Let's go back here. I have a travel strength of 2.
Right.
And this so far I've used 0.
That's 0.
And now this is 1 movement to get
Correct.
there, and this is 0 movement. So it only
Correct.
cost me 1 movement to get there. Is what you're trying to tell me.
Correct.
And so I still have 1 movement left. So I
Just put them over there.
could also move
On that box.
in this guy up to 2 spaces. I guess.
Hey, Mimi's waiting
Do
for
I
you.
count this as well for
Yes.
the other guy?
Now,
Please wait.
the only thing is
More
to
than
move out
once.
of a space with an enemy costs you 2 movement instead of 1.
Oh,
So
right.
he can leave that space for free, but any other space would cost him 2 movement to leave. Because
Yeah,
you're surrounded
I
by
wanted
enemies,
to
basically.
crusade against this guy anyway.
Okay.
I was trying to do that a minute ago, so I'm gonna do that. And I also have a build, one point in build, but because I built all my banks, that's actually a worth of 4 in build.
Yep.
Which I could do over here.
Yep.
And so that means I could build another one of these castle guys. What is that green thing?
Travel.
Oh, it's more travel.
Yes.
Do I want that?
It ain't bad.
Actually-
Nothing's bad in this game.
Yeah, I really want this one, which is going to give me an additional strength of mustering troops.
Yep.
And that is also a level 2 building, which gets me 2 victory points.
Yes, sir.
Okay, BJ, go ahead.
Bradley, I'm over here with this church.
Okay.
I have a +1 build right here.
Okay.
The church keep, the cathedral?
Cathedral.
Cathedral says it takes 3 if I have a church there,
Correct.
right? Okay. So if I want to build that, I can use my 2 build here because I have the +1?
Correct.
Okay. Just want to make sure. And what does that give me?
It gives you an extra action token, which
I have one here. Just take
okay.
that one?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you taking off? Bye. And where do I put it?
Let me double check real
Hey,
quick.
Mimi says it's time to go back to your mom's. Gotta go. You got school tomorrow.
I mean, you're going to have a tactical advantage. You have your
2 brains are better than
advisor.
1.
That's right.
Yeah, too many.
Add an action token to the action wedge used this turn.
Okay, got it. All right, go see Mimi, okay? Yes. Let's go.
Okay. So I'm going to travel in Crusade. So I have a +3 Crusade for my swordsman. So I have 2 points of travel and 6 points of Crusade. Let me see here. So if you wouldn't mind, Adam, moving this guy to the northeast would be free, because I have a shield where I just left. And then if you would move my other knight northeast once as well, that will cost me 1 movement. I'm going to have an extra one left over, but with the 6 Crusade I have, I'm going to defeat one of those Saracens. Which one do I actually want to defeat? I will defeat this guy up here, because I want that free muster action. So I will defeat him for 6. And instead of taking the victory points, I'm just going to take the action on this tile, which is a free
Right.
muster.
Did y'all skip my turn?
Nope. I just finished, so it is now Adam's turn.
And then you just get that for free. You don't get the victory
Correct.
points associated with it.
You don't get the
just like
points.
when you remove a building.
Right.
You don't get that for free.
It's just a free build. It's kind of like sacrificing points for...
That's fine.
I'm assuming you can only build one of these buildings per square, right? You have to go to some other hex.
Correct.
Makes sense.
I can do a muster action, which is kind of not good because I have an influence there also, which I would probably like to take advantage of if I can. So if I did a crusade, that would be good. Where are my guys? Oh yeah, one's over there, one's there, and I could build a windmill where I am. Just lets me remove a number 1 or number 2 building.
And you can't remove a 2 if you still have the 1 on the board.
Right.
Just
You have
remember-
to move from left to right.
Yes, sir.
I just remembered I have that special power that whenever I
You get to
build
distribute.
one of these, I can distribute. Oh, that comes in handy. I don't really need that. Yeah.
I guess I will do a crusade action.
Okay.
I'm in an area with the Slavs again for sure. I made sure of that this time.
And you have 5.
And I have 4 plus 2 is
Yep.
6. So hold that down. 6.
you get-
That will give you 5 victory points.
Yep.
And then that's all I had in that one area because I haven't upgraded that card yet. So it's BJ's turn.
Okay. So I want a crusade, and I want to take out this
Prussian.
Prussian, right.
He calls 4.
I do have 1 power here,
Okay.
plus this, plus this, plus this.
Yep.
So that's 4, right?
That's 4.
Okay, good. Perfect.
So take the tile and keep it, because it's a
It's worth points at the end, right?
majority points, and then get 4 victory points.
4 victory points because that was his power.
That was his
and then
power,
move that
and then
up to
move
5.
that up.
Got
You're
it.
right.
It's coming
Okay.
back to me a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to Crusade where my other guy is and kill that other Saracen, please.
Brad, I can't see any reason not to play with this expansion,
put out
man. This expansion
that
is awesome,
farm
man.
lease there.
It's really good. It does add a little
Using
bit
the
more to
action
think
of
about,
the-
though.
Yes, sir. Okay. I'm done.
I have a plus 1 influence. I'm at a 4 area there and a 5 area there for influence. I can't quite get those. If I wanted to also do the muster. So I think I will. I will upgrade my crusade to a crusade and build.
Okay.
And then I will figure out what I'm going to redistribute. Go ahead, BJ.
Yeah, I'm trying to find what I want, but I don't see it. I do have a plus 4 influence. So I need to work on that. Okay, I am going to travel. Right. 6 travel. Okay,
Okay.
done.
Okay. I'm going to. That's a very good question. What I'm going to do. I'm going to influence. So I will influence for 5. And I think I'm going to influence. That's 3, correct?
That is a 3? Yeah. That's a 6.
I will
This
influence.
is a 3, a 4, and a
Yeah.
7.
I'll influence that 4, that upgrade 4.
Got
Yeah,
it.
because I want to upgrade.
Sorry about that.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool ability. That's definitely a Bradley ability, man.
It's
Just
2 victory points.
he's just
Hey, I'm going to do that.
sniping
not
these
here
things
right
all
now.
over. He
Yeah.
plops himself in the middle of a bunch of good ones and
Right.
then snipes them.
Okay,
What you think about?
I'm done.
This is a neat game.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
don't
so
remember, it feels like I played it before, but I don't remember.
We
ever
used to
playing
play it at
before.
our little game nights.
Oh, we used to play it a
the
ton.
Time.
So I've got my top wedge upgraded to travel and build. So I'm gonna do the build first. I've got a build +1, but I've got all those banks built, so that's up to 4. However, if I build a garrison, this building right here, it's 1 less,
-1, yeah.
and I'm at level 3 for that, which would normally be 5, but it's only -1,
Cheapy for
so
you.
it's 4.
Yeah, nicely done.
So I can do that with the 1, and I get to travel 1 outside of that area, which I'm going to do here. Why did I, anyways, that goes, we don't need that there anymore. I wanted to do that because I'm going to probably do a crusade in a minute.
So this just gives me a bonus if I build it.
If you build one of
Bonus
those 2, yeah, you get
Victory point.
a bonus victory point.
Yeah, cheapy. Not too bad. All right, while he's doing that, then I'm going to crusade.
Crusade
So
this way.
I have 2 crusade right here, Bradley. Plus I have 3 here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
And that's what he is, right?
Yep.
So move that to there.
And building that building
Take
gives
that
me
in
3
there.
victory points.
That gives me 5 points.
Yep.
Rolling it.
All right.
And I'll take that 10. What you thinking, Bradley?
I'm going to build and influence. So my build is going to be, let me think, 3. And I think I will build. So I'll do 4,
Okay,
and I will build a castle in the top section.
got it.
And then I can influence for 3 with my bonuses, and I will take that +1 build tile right there.
This one? This one?
Yeah.
Don't forget to put your...
Oh yeah, shield, and it gives me a victory point.
It's got
And
all the
that
in-game
gave me
stuff
2.
going on, which is
Oh, he
kinda
does.
sucks.
Yep, he's rolling it. What you thinking?
The plan
There's
was
one left right here if you want to
Yeah, I know, but
snipe
he's
it.
on top of it.
Yeah, he is on top of it. dude.
We can share spaces?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, we can?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't remember that.
I'm going to muster an influence, I believe.
Okay.
So I've got a total of 5 in that one, but I've already got
+3 muster.
3 musters unlocked for the 3 garrisons, so that's 6, but I only needed the 5, so I'll go ahead and do that. That's a +2, so these 2 become the 5, or this 7 becomes a 10. Well, those 2 become a 5.
Did this board change? Is this a new board up here
Yeah.
also with the expansion?
Yeah, these little tiles are make them stronger because you have extra.
Oh, because you're so much
Yeah,
stronger. Yeah,
Technically, I
yeah,
only
yeah.
needed 2 muster to that. So I have 3 influence, but also unlock 2 buildings. It gives me +2
5.
more influence. But the only place, I can unlock this guy over here.
That's not you.
Oh, that's
You're-
not me.
you're
You're
blue.
right. Where am I? I could unlock this guy, which gives me another influence if I wanted it.
Yep.
Yeah, sure, why not?
A one-time influence, I think is
Right.
what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
it's-
time.
these are the one shots, just like this one here.
I'm gonna
Which I
muster.
use, Yeah,
So don't forget to get your points
and
for
I'm
the
gonna get
influence.
three victor points for influencing that too. Thank you.
3, 4, 5, and 6, and I mustered for 3 victory points.
So this is just 5, so it goes the same no matter how I do it.
Oh, okay, so I need to turn in 2 and get a 5. You're up, Brad.
Okay. I'm going to influence
Which one?
the bottom one for the tile he's on.
This one?
Yep. That is worth nothing, but
Shield?
it's in game scoring. Yep.
All right. Do you need the shield if you're taking the thing off?
Well, again, the shield gives you decreased movement.
Got it.
So
It
I'll
did
keep going.
influence this.
Only
area
when you're
to
leaving
see
that
what it did.
spot, though, right?
when you're leaving that location, yeah.
Got it. But wow, you could actually
Yeah.
roll through it
Yeah.
if they're connected.
Yeah. So like this guy over here could go all the way to the west of
Wow, you can
France
go all the way to here
for
and
nothing.
drop a building in Paris. Yep, you could drop that keep.
Oh,
in
look
Paris.
at all these level. Look at all
Yeah.
these
Or a
in-game
cathedral.
scorings. I didn't even see.
Yeah, if you can get them out there.
That's what I do. Almost.
Oh no, you're still thinking?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think I have a build and crusade action, but I might just do an influence instead. Actually, I have a +1 build here, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that costs 9 for every, and it's +4 victory points for every building. But this one's for every knight or troop you have. Not knight and troop, sorry, and that's only a 6. So I have 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Nope, can't quite pay for that. So I think I'm just going to do the crusade, which is what I want to do anyway. I've got a 3 power in crusade. I also have crusade and build, but I only have 3, and I'm putting all the 3 to crusade, so I won't be doing the build. +3 plus the 3 troops I have is the 6 I need to defeat these Slavs again. I have a vendetta against these guys.
I guess so.
Right.
God, you are just knocking
5
around.
plus 1 is 6.
I'm gonna spend my 2 influence on build, but I have a +1 build, which gives me a 3. Oh, that's not enough. Wait a minute. Hold on. Back that up. Dang it. Okay, I have a 3 here. I need to get to 5. I only have a +1 build. Oh, I don't have enough. Shoot. Shoot. Remove any level 1 building. That would not help me. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3, +1 is 4. Oh, my plan's not going to work. Okay, so I'm just going to do the influence instead. So I'll take the influence action. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that influences this thing, which is a permanent bonus, which gives me 6 victory points. And I get a permanent influence bonus, which I have to remember.
Yeah, if you flip it over, it'll give you the little icon.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I have 3 influence.
So I'm going to move. 1 power gives me 2 movement.
Oh,
so
my shield up there.
I will move both of my guys southeast 1 spot. And then crusade for 7. And I will crusade at the one closer to UBJ.
That one.
Yep. Which is 7 victory points.
He's tough.
Okay.
He's tough now.
I just realized that the strength of what I have allows me to drop keeps left and right on the board.
Yeah.
Which is helpful too. So I think I'm going to do that. My build is going to build a straight up keep without a castle down here. Oh look, I even get a bonus for doing that, which is it's a little bit cheaper, and I get a victory point for doing it. Right?
I'm sorry?
I'm looking at this little bonus right here. It says if I build
A church.
a church,
It costs 1 less, and it gives you +1 VP for building it.
Right. So I might do that instead. Let's build and travel, I guess. No. I'm going to go back to doing what I said I was going to do. I've got a strength of 2 in a build by itself, but plus I have a +5, which means I could build this keep 5 without the castle.
Yep.
which automatically gives me a troop. You don't get the victory points for that, but it does increase your troop power strength whenever you go to do that. And I'm going to move this over across here so I can muster and build next turn, and that will be
1 VP.
1 victory point.
All right, I'm gonna build. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm building the church here,
Okay.
which doesn't give me the extra victory point, but it was my 3rd church, so that gives me 3 victory points, right?
Yep.
And it also increases my influence and my travel. Bradley?
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to build an influence. So, build is going to be using this to get a +1. And I'm going to build the castle where my southern guy is, right there.
Good.
Which is an extra VP. So I get 4.
And that gives you another dude, right?
Yes. And influence, with what I have left, I can only do a 3, it looks like. So, what's a 3 that I can get to is the question. Where is my guy
There's a
over
4
there?
here, a 5, and a 3 here.
I'll take the 3 then. Okay. It's the only thing I can do with it.
Yep.
And it's 2 VP? Oh, it's 1 VP.
And a
Oh,
shield?
Yeah. Always forget the shield.
I'm trying to remind you.
I've got a lot of influence.
Oh, wait, did you do this one?
What?
Was there one here?
It doesn't
No.
matter here. I did that.
Oh, yeah, there
There's
was.
no-
There was. That was the 7 one.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I take that off, right? Yep.
So I have a strength of 3 in muster, cost 7 to muster at this point. That's pretty expensive, but it's not so expensive if you just build a keep. Just gotta find a place to build a keep. Look, I've traveled, and I can travel for free down there, but I have to put 1 point, at least 1 point in travel if I want to travel.
You have to.
Yeah, so I've got a travel build wedge at the top. So I put 1 point in travel, even though it's for free to travel here. So I'm just going to go ahead and travel because I need to put 1 there. I've got 2 in build, but because I have the 3 banks, I've got a total of 5 in build. The tower by itself is 6, but I have a +1 build over here from this. So that gives me a total of 6 to build. 1, 2,
Nicely
3,
done.
4, 5, 6.
And then redistribute.
And I'll do that right there, which will give me 1 of those. And then I'll, as you said, redistribute. Let's start putting into Crusade, I think.
I'm going to build my next cathedral, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So it takes 4. I do have 3 plus my +1 build. So 1, 2, 3. Put that there, which gives me victory points of 2
Action
like-
token.
and 2
Oh,
victory,
2 victory
yeah.
points and 1 action token, yeah.
And I'll need an
You
extra
need 1?
action.
Okay.
And I
So,
put it on that
The
spot,
space that you just activated.
and I get to redistribute because that's my special power.
Okay. I'm going to Crusade for 8 where my Northern Knight is. And defeat this Slav. Yeah. Maybe. There we go. And that is 8 VP, so
Okay.
turn that into a 10.
Is that it?
That's it.
I have 14. Is that right? I have 14 of them now.
You started with 12 and you got 2, so yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Adam?
So I've got a total of 5 influence, which I should do with something. It'd be neat if I could travel first. Let's see. I've got a couple of guys on the board. That's a 5 right there,
Do it.
which is an upgrade.
It's fun. That's a fun one. Nice little upgrade.
No, there's another Crusade down here, so I think that's a good idea. I will. Oh no, that's a travel action though. Anyways, I'll do an influence of 5 plus 6, 7. So I can get.
Get anything.
Yep. Just this one. Actually, that one's worth 3 victory points over there. Yeah, we'll do that. So that's worth 3 victory points. Oops, put it right here along with this one. I haven't used yet. And that was just a single action wedge, so I am done.
Well, it's an upgrade, right?
It is. It does say upgrade on it.
Yeah,
You
so-
upgrade right immediately.
Immediately.
Oh, okay, great. Then I told myself these 3 are going to go here. I'm not forget that.
I'm going to travel and crusade. I have 4
I'm going to
points.
upgrade this.
Okay.
This one is free, if I remember right. Free movement.
Correct.
Because I leave the shield. And I come to here, so that's 1.
Yep.
And I have 3 more. I'm attacking the 6. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3 more, 7. So I'm actually overbuilt. Ah, that's a mistake. You want to, Adam, it seems like the key to this game is you want to do just exactly what you want, right?
Yeah, right. That would be ideal.
Okay, so that gives me 6
6
victory
VP.
points. Yep.
And take the tile from the board.
Take the gray tile from the board. All right. Rolling it.
I'm doing the same thing. I am
Is suppression.
traveling in Crusade. Yeah. One of these knights over here will go there. And because it's free movement,
You're using the rest of it to pop him, right? Are you taking my Prussians?
Yeah.
No!
okay,
I was
so
trying to make them my vassals.
that other knight will move north. The other knight will move south. And
Aguila?
I can also move this guy.
Oh, he's got 3 of them now.
Here.
That's right.
Because all that movement's free.
Yeah.
So I'm done.
That's neat. That's a neat trick if you can get it done.
So he's about to take out this guy and another one of those guys. And I saw that there was a way, once you get all these out, that you get victory points for each set.
Yeah,
So if you stick to the same guys all the time, you don't get as much. But they're worth so many victory points.
they are.
Yeah, I always lose that part. I don't diversify. So this is a game where even though I lose all the time, Adam, it's just so much fun to even just play your board.
Sure.
You know, it just feels very satisfying.
I'm gonna travel and then crusade, which is that wedge I just upgraded based on this influence I just received. So I'm gonna since I've been picking on the Slavs all game, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's 1 to travel, and then I've got 4 in the crusade, but I've unlocked 5 in Crusader strength, so it's a total of 9 to get that right there for them.
Yep.
Boom. Take that token, and that'll be the end of my turn. This is 1, and here's 2 more for 5. 10, sorry.
Thought I knew what I want, but I have to do something a little different. Okay.
2,
I guess that's not gonna happen.
4,
Move, huh? I do need.
something wrong.
No,
Thought I had
influence there. That's an influence of 3, which lets me
just
distribute.
influence. So it should have been 5 there. That's what happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. I am going to influence. I've got an influence of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to influence here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, I don't even need that much influence. 3. Influence this one, which gives me not a permanent. That's not a permanent one, right?
Correct.
Okay.
One-time use.
One-time use. Oh, and it's got a different. I see how it is. Okay, and it does give me 3 victory points though.
Wait, did you defeat? Okay, you influenced. Okay.
Oh wait, no, I have to defeat that guy first, right?
No, you have to defeat the build.
Defeat the field. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You're up.
All right, I'm going to move an influence. I'm not moving, and I will influence this. Yeah. That is 3 points. Okay.
That lets you move your building, the next bank building, basically. Sorry,
Either that or take 3 victory points.
or take 3 victory points. Okay.
So you should put one there. I think build is 7 if I want to do that, but only 6 if I want to do that. And I've got 3 in the build / crusade, so I could do that because I can't muster it just yet. Trying to get some more in my builds since that's what you're going for. So I've got 3 in build / crusade, but I'm only going to build. I've got my other 3 banks here for a total of 6, which allows me to put my last. Actually, what does this mean right here? If you build one of those here, you get
An extra victory point. And if you build a chapel or a church there, you get 2 extra victory points. Because there's 2 tiles.
Oh, I didn't see that one up there. Okay. Well, I'm going to put this one because that's what I like. And that you can only build one thing there. So
Yeah.
since that is my last of those, I'm calling them garrisons, and that's a level 4, but the +1 makes it 5. So I'll take 5 victory points for that. And then that's that.
Done?
Yeah, I just need to
Okay.
decide which way I'm going to go with these guys. BJ.
My turn? Oh, shoot. My turn. Okay. I'm going to build. I'm going to build a bank here. It's going to give me 2 victory points.
Okay. You done?
Yep.
I will crusade here. Kill that. Which will put out my last castle. And I'm done.
You get your victory points?
No, because I didn't build it.
Oh, correct. So you don't get this at all.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think that bank is expensive. That last bank is expensive, or whatever you call it. So, but I can do a windmill, which lets me remove those a lot easier. But someone said that the name of the game is defeating the opponents, the bad guys.
I mean, like, depending on who you defeat right now, you either get 8 or 10 victory points. Or even
Yeah,
if you
that's
defeat
a
a
lot.
Saracen, it's 3.
It's a lot.
Like, there's things you can do that'll give you more than 3, but there's nothing in this game that'll give you more than 8 or 10.
That's a lot, man.
And I don't know how many victory points you got left in your container over there, but this one's looking a little sparse. 1.
Oh, that's right, because that's the timer for
This
the
is
end
the
of the
timer
game.
right here.
Right.
What you see is what we got.
Oh.
Well, we'll dig into it if we need extra, but
Yeah, sure. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But that's just for muster, and I would need 8 somehow. Oh yeah, I've got 8. I got 5, 6, 7, 8 if I wanted to muster. Right now. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I have a 5 power muster, but I've unlocked 3 of them. Or unlocked all of those buildings that give you bonuses to mustering. So that gives me an 8 to muster, which is a 5, 6 level 6. And because I did the actual thing, I'll
have to
get
go into that
5 plus 1 is 6 victory points for doing that.
Bradley, you're gonna have to help me with this one because I think this is a combo thing here.
Okay.
So I got 4 on Crusade and build, and I've got this guy here. There
Right.
is a Saracen here.
Right?
So I want to Crusade that, but I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 more if I need it. So I can take this one right for 6.
Spend 6.
Okay. That also leaves me still with 3 tokens left. Because I spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So the 3 tokens, but first off, this thing gives me a free,
Or 3 victory points.
I'm going to take this off.
Okay.
All right?
No,
You
it goes
actually
on the
build it.
spot.
You build
Okay.
it. You
It
still
goes
get
out
the
to
victory
location.
Well,
points
that's
for
even
building.
better because then I can build this for the 3.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Thank you.
Which gives you an upgrade.
All right, so let me see if I got that right. So that's 3 points there, plus 1 point there, plus the 6 for the Saracen.
No, you don't. You don't get.
No,
the
I don't.
bonus
That's
from
right.
Saracen
Okay, so I
if you
just
take-
need 4 from you if y'all have it.
You got a 1.
I do. And then I want to make sure I got my stuff. So I've got another influence.
Acceptament.
And then this says I upgrade and a +1 victory point.
So that's at the end of the game,
Oh, that's it then again.
right?
Okay.
You don't get that now.
Oh, it does say game end. But I
Upgrade is
do
just-
upgrade right now,
right?
right?
But you
Okay.
don't distribute.
Got it.
You just upgrade.
Okay.
I'm traveling and crusading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So this guy's gonna go here and defeat that for 8. And then with my movement, I will also move him there. And I'll go ahead and move him there as well, because why not? I'll move him. I'll move him onto this. Okay, that was my turn.
I only need a 5 build to build a keep on the castle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a travel build action, and I'm gonna travel for 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to build. I have a strength of 2 for build, but I also have the 3 banks, so that's a 5. If I build a keep where a castle is, it only costs 5 to build.
Nicely done.
That
Oh, I
would be
forgot that you don't have to build them.
That'd be worth 3
Yeah,
victory
yeah.
points. So we'll put a 5, put a 2, and then I will also unlock my last troop.
Yep, travel. I had 3 travel because I had 2 tokens, but I had a +1 travel, so I moved 2 there, and that's it.
Move these guys
You done?
toward Crusade.
I'm setting up something here.
So I'm gonna muster. So 1, 2, 3 bonus, 4 bonus. So I need to use 3 of these to muster, and then the other 2 will influence. So mustering that gives me 5 points, and then with the influence, what can I get is the question. I can get this guy for 3. Okay. That's my turn.
Yeah, you supposed to put a shield on that when you did that?
Oh yeah, I always forget to put the shields down. Where was it? Here?
Right there.
Okay.
Can build that, but I have to build it in a blank spot or where castle is. There's another castle up there. I also need to crusade. Where's my other place? So I could just build a castle where I am with a couple victory points. 8 plus 1 is 9. I would need 9. I just don't have the build I need to build that. So how can I do that? I can travel and crusade. 5, 6, 7, 8. But the Prussians aren't on the board anymore, are they?
Nope.
How'd that happen?
There's only so many of them.
There's only so many of them? Is that a random thing?
Yes.
Yeah, we took them out. Oh, there's not many enemies left on the board at all.
Yeah, so
Oh,
for me to take these guys out, I'll need a total of 10. I've got 7 guys there.
I'm sure you have some bonuses somewhere else.
7,
No bonuses.
8 when I move there. So I can't quite take them out.
Oh yeah, you needed to. Well, wait, what are these over here? What is
Those, every time I unlock one of the keeps, I flip over one of
that's
my
how you
troops
got
for
all those
free.
out.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the best thing to do will just be the build, but even then I can't build where I am, so I have to do a travel first. So that's what I'm going to do, I guess. I'm going to build something else. Can't do that either. Once these keeps are built, then you're required to put a castle next to them, right? Does that sound right?
If you build there, it has to be a castle.
It has to be a castle. Am I near one of these guys still? We got most of those off the board. There's only 3, 4, 5, 6 left on the board. 7. There's one guy up there.
Oh, yeah, we missed one.
We have a ton of Saracens, which is pretty uncommon. So those Saracens are taking up spots that would otherwise be Prussians.
Yeah.
It cost me 2 movement to get up there to him. All right, I'm going to build a castle. I've got to keep up here, so I'm going to build a castle. What a waste, huh? There's a plan. I use 5 strength for
You good?
to do that. Yeah, I need to get 2 victory points for that. That's my 2 victory points there we can see.
I'm gonna build my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus my tons of build. I'll build my church out right here. That is 6 victory points, I think, right? Or is that in-game scoring?
That is in-game
That's
scoring.
in-game score.
Okay. Do I get the 4 though for building it?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take 4. Yep.
I'll influence down there for that
That
6. Yeah. Just because it's worth 4 points. All right.
Now I can travel in Crusade because I have enough on travel in Crusade to take these guys out. So placing 1 point in travel, and this is 0 movement, 1 movement. And then 2 points for Crusade plus 7 is more than enough to take these guys out, and I'll take 3 victory points for that. That triggers the end game.
Yes.
Oh,
No, there's one more.
that's right. There's 1 more point, which BJ's about to take. So BJ, you have one last move.
Yeah, I'm doing this one right here. I'm gonna muster. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 6 to muster. Yeah. So that leaves me with 1, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I needed 5 exactly. So I'll do this one. That's 3 victory points. Plus the muster is 4 more victory points. So I need 7, if you got it. I'll take a 10 and give you back 3.
Okay.
And that's it?
That's the end of the game.
All right.
Because we are out of victory points and you're the last player, so we're not going to go around anymore.
I did not do very well on the
Okay.
peoples.
So
Killed so many more other guys.
let's do our majorities. So majority of Saracens, I won that because I have 4.
Yeah.
You guys tied for second place, so
Yeah.
you'll each get 1 VP
Yay! I'll take it.
Oh, for
for tying.
For
and you
these-
split.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you
both
said
had
that
one.
was weird, didn't you? Like usually they're gone first or something like that. Anyways, go ahead.
Prussians.
I have
I have
1.
2.
I have 3.
BJ has 3. So take that, and then I get this one because I have 2. Slavs.
I got none.
Okay, so you get that, and I get this,
Okay.
and then influence tokens. I mean, I had most
I have 3.
I have
Oh, he's got
5.
5, so you get that.
What is that?
2 more victories.
Oh, cool.
So now there's no score sheet. So
Wait, I had 6 actually. How many do you have?
He had
I didn't
way
come
more
close
than
to you.
6.
Yeah.
I would suggest grabbing your phone.
Yeah, yeah,
for a
sure.
calculator.
Oh man, I like this expansion, Adam. I know you haven't played the best
Yeah,
game.
this is new to me.
This is really cool. These
Yeah,
buildings
yeah,
are
I
just.
like it a lot.
So add up, obviously, all the victory points you have in front of you, all of your majorities, okay, And then if you have any level 4 buildings out, they each give additional scoring or variable scoring.
Sure. 6 for that. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for that, and I'm also looking for a game end. Just 1 victory point? Oh, wow. Okay. That's special. And anything else I'm missing? I think that's it, right? These, that, and that. And that's it.
Yep.
All right. 78.
Oh wow! I thought I was like last. This is 77
I never
plus 7.
win.
77 plus 7, which is 84.
I had never won at this game.
And I'm sure
I
you
had
got
a good time.
100
Oh, he's
plus,
got over
right?
120.
Yeah,
120.
because you got the 2 in-game victory components.
Yeah, how much did they give you? How many points did you get out of that?
You get
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think it's 22. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24, 26.
And you're at 120?
120.
That's a big chunk of your score.
If I unlocked this tower, I would have gotten. I would have been.
That's like that's almost
7 or
a
8. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
almost a third. I mean, a fourth of his score. Wow,
Yeah.
those 2 tiles, and we watched him just take them too.
I looked at the last one.
I was in the
I
area.
need to get that one.
Well-
I said, it's lucky I'm there. And I said, no, that's not my color.
Yeah, no.
With this night order, it really it's
kind of
Makes it a lot easier.
it leans towards that strategy
Right.
because for every space you can grab from like 4 spaces basically. So that's why I upgraded so quickly because I wanted to be able to influence on 3 different tiles,
Yep, sure.
on 3 different actions.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I did. It just seems like it both. Your knight still kind of dictates what you want to do because you want to lean into whatever its power is.
Right.
But these buildings also give you another avenue
Yeah.
toward what you want to do. You know.
I will say that, so I like the extra buildings because it allows you to interact with other players, right? In the base game, when you build a building, that's it.
That's it.
There's nothing else that can be built there.
Like a worker placement thing.
Right. And now, you not only can you build other buildings, but you can actually build other buildings on spots where opponents have built buildings.
Yeah. So let's say I jumped here and built a keep. That stops him from building keep. There's only 1 cardboard
Correct.
on a board.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I had remembered that earlier. That would have been pretty cool. I just didn't remember that.
And this is actually, this game kind of I don't want to say dragged out, but it kind of faltered near the end just because we had so many Saracens on the board. Like it's a random draw from the bag, but I pulled every single Saracen in the bag.
Yeah.
Typically, you'll have 1 or 2 more Prussians on the board, and that just the game flies at the end because people are knocking out 10, 11 points at a time.
You were focused on a lot of your lower buildings, right, Adam?
Yeah, the idea was to get the buildings out massively and then to gain whatever victory points you can from that. And that's the first thing I did. And the plan after I noticed how much we were getting from this, and then it was like you heard me at the end. Oh crap! What can I defeat? And I just didn't
You
have
had
enough.
80. What did you have? You scored
I had 84.
84. Yeah.
And 7 of those came from being able to build this last building for the garrison or wherever you call it. You get 3+ muster. And what I was trying to do was unlock the keep, which would have added me 7 more victory points.
Yeah. I wish I had gotten there.
And so if I'd done that and gotten this last castle up here, maybe I would have been able to get close to that.
I
100+
lost track and I
victory
got
points.
distracted by these +1 builds because they were actually helping me with other stuff. But that was more. I would have needed 4 more turns. I'd have been better off just focus on getting my tokens and get these last 2 keeps out. Yeah. Not keeps. I'm sorry, cathedrals. Yeah. I did like getting those action tokens though.
So these additional buildings, are they considered built level 4 buildings? Also, I guess they have the level 4 there.
Yeah.
So if you were able to get this last level 4 guy here that says +4 victory points per 4 building.
Yeah.
I guess it
Everywhere
would
you see
count,
the
huh?
+4. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everywhere you
nice.
see the +4.
But I mean, it's really difficult to get more than like 2 or 3 tier 4 buildings. I mean, it's
Yeah.
super
Look, he got
difficult.
1, right? We all got one.
I've
never seen
I was
a
only 2 away from
Yeah.
getting 3 of them.
I've never seen a winner though not get a fourth one. It
Oh, yeah.
seems like that 6-point bonus is pretty important,
Yeah.
and all the benefits you get on the way up to that 6-point
Right.
bonus. No, Bradley.
No, I think honestly, like the tier 4 building is the weakest version of the buildings. Aside from the point that it gives you 4 victory points just for building it.
That's 10
Yeah.
victory points.
Right.
Well, I mean, they're variable at in-game scoring, right?
Yeah.
Agreed.
It really
Yeah,
depends on
agreed.
what you're doing. Right. Like the church is safe because it's just straight 6 victory points. Right. So it ends up being worth 10. But like if you put out all your castles and then you don't have sets of enemies, it kind of defeats the purpose.
True.
So they can be very strong. The barn can be very strong too. Now that there are
Is that
extra,
what it's called, a barn?
Yeah.
So I keep calling it the garrison because if you're going to get pluses to your muster, you might as well be called a garrison, right? But anyways, but the barn, and what I was looking at was I should have dovetailed that into the windmills right after that,
Right.
because they unlock, they remove your
Yeah.
buildings faster. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, I started working on these +1s here, and instead of getting the last 2 cathedrals without realizing that the 4 building on the cathedral gives you 2 for all the wedges that you have. Points for all the wedges you have 2 tokens on. And guess what you're doing on your way up there?
No way.
Getting extra action tokens.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
easy to get 2 or more on there. I gave up. That was 8 points right there. In addition to the 4 you get from the building, that's 12 points I would have gotten.
That's
Man.
Yeah, that's 12 points.
Yeah, instead of
Not
worrying,
eight.
instead of worrying about the banks, which I was loving because I was getting them for free, I wasn't really paying for them. But still, it took actions at him. Instead of doing that, I
Yeah.
should have focused on my I keep calling it keeps, cathedrals.
Right.
And it almost seems like you have to pick a track and just hammer it, right?
Yeah.
That was the idea.
Hammer down on it. Because look, you did on yours.
He did the same thing, right? Or was heading there.
But he hammered the castles. You hammered the barns, right?
Yeah, the barns, what we call the barns. Well, starting with the banks.
Oh, you
what
started
call
with the banks? Yeah.
So that you could build those barns real fast.
Yeah, sure.
Crank them out. And you know what the funnest part of this game with me was this little rondelle with the little. That's why I love getting these guys here. I forget how to say them again.
The Teutonics.
Teutonics.
So the 2 of the things I did tonight. So I didn't take the one that I've played a couple of times before, the one where you start with 13 action tokens instead of 12.
Right.
I've played them a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So I think I've played them twice already. So I want to try something new. And the second thing, I was listening to the Beans and Ice podcast, and they were complaining that the church one is the one that they find is the most underpowered one. Out of the 4 buildings, they always gravitate to the other 3. Obviously the castle, because you want your extra, you got to have that extra hearth so you can move around, right?
So you knew that before playing this game, and you focused on those.
I did, because I was like, okay, well, let me see what Seth did
Right.
that might enhance the church track. And man, there's so much to do with the influence that to me it was fun having the church. I
Sure.
mean, I didn't win, but that's more on me, not on the design.
No, yeah,
I
that's
think
fine.
that this design brings back the importance of the church because the influence action gives you so many cool things. Nope.
No, I love the new tiles. The only downside to this, I love this game. Like this is like a very strong 9 for me, if not a 10. But the only downside to the game is setup is a monster.
I was about to say,
Setup is an absolute monster for this game because you got to put a building tile in almost every space. You have to put an influence tile in every space. You have to put a bad guy in half the spaces. It's just.
and then somebody hands you a bag.
Hands you
and
3 bags.
Another bag.
Right.
And another bag and goes, build your board out. Ah! And then wait, you got to tear them all down.
Yeah.
But that being said, this is one... TMG, and I know it's now a Renegade Games, but this was a TMG game. TMG had so many games that Bradley, you and I enjoyed playing together.
Yeah.
And this is one of the top ones. Man, such a good game. I really enjoyed it.
I'm not to go off on a tangent, but I'm so disappointed that TMG went under because like three of my top like 10, if not 20 games of all time are TMG games.
Flow of History.
Flow of History, this
It's just
and
technically, they brought it over. So, yeah.
Who was TMG
they
again?
introduced it to me.
Tasty Minstrel. Yeah.
Okay.
So this Flow of History and Oracle of Delphi
Yeah.
are 3 of my favorite games.
3 great
And
games.
I don't know what happened. They were doing great for me. I loved them. So
Still selling dice if you want to buy dice. So,
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, still selling dice. And that's
Like-
kind of how they got their start.
Okay. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Michael. I think Michael was a dice distributor at first, and then made so much inroads. You know, he's a big fan of Asian games. That's how he met Jesse Lee, that brought over the Flow of History. And
Right.
I never played the other one, Dragon's Horde.
I've never played it
You
either.
haven't played it either. Yeah. Well, good luck for us finding that game
Really?
now. Well, I mean, they're not. TMG is gone. You know.
Well, did TMG ever make Dragon?
They kickstarted it, remember?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
They kickstarted it. Whether it was ever delivered, I don't know
Right.
because I didn't back it, but interesting. All right, we got a big thing to tear down, so let's get
Yeah.
this thing going. Let me get back to that main thing. All right, that's Crusaders Divine Influence. One of my, I'm going to say one of the top 20 games that I play. I love this Crusaders game. It is available on VGA, and also Renegade Games has this in a great a great rendition, right? I mean, you're still getting all these maybe not the upgrade with the recessed boards, but you're still getting a great product, right?
Oh, absolutely. The only downside is that the box for Divine Influence is not a keeper. It's one of those get your pieces out of it and then it goes in the trash can.
Yeah.
But the standard box can hold everything, so that's not a problem for me.
Yep. Love the Mancala mechanic. Adam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Final
absolutely.
thoughts? Yep.
I love the just thinking 20 moves ahead.
God, you really have to do that in this game. You always have to be thinking 2 or 3 turns ahead.
And it's one of those games that, like, playing it almost seems like a solo game, but you really have to be paying attention to what your opponents
Absolutely.
have, because
Right.
they could sneak one of the bad guys, or I don't know
It
if you
didn't
wanna call
happen so
them
much
bad
in
guys,
this
but-
game, but whenever we have more of a mix over there, Adam, you have to almost guard your enemy because you're watching your tokens, because if not, Adam's going to come in and just snipe it right whenever you finally had enough strength. So
I was trying to come up with a plan to do that, but I didn't have the travel I needed to end the crusade at the same time to boom boom and take from Bradley there right there at the end.
It's one of those great Euros where you actually care what your opponents are doing on your turn. So many Euros turn into solitaire play.
absolutely. Not
And
this one.
this is not it at all.
You have to pay attention. All right. Well, for Adam the Austin and Bradley, I'm BJ, and we're going to set up something else. Until next time, Laissez, temps, rouler.